What's up, everybody? Well, I decided to make more Wildlands videos, so now we're going to do ultra-wide 3440 by 1440. Got everything all set up here. Everything should be good to go, so hopefully this game actually supports ultra-wide, or this is going to be the shortest video ever. Although I guess at that point you guys won't see it anyway, because I won't even make it. That's what happened with Overwatch. But anyway, let's start the settings.
Alright, now let's just take a look at the low settings before we get into the benchmark and then gameplay. Alright, that's good enough. Benchmark it is. Alright, here's what we got on a low benchmark for ultra-wide. We got 127, 104 minimum, and 147 max. That's what our CPU did, and for some reason it didn't do nothing for the GPU again. And there's our settings. And now we get into the gameplay. Here's some gameplay. Ultra-wide, low. So we'll just run around real quick here. Random gunfire. Oh yeah. Alright, hop the fence. But alright, I think that's just about good. Let's move on to camera.
Now for some low camera recorded gameplay. Yeah, honestly, this ain't so bad at all, at least on low competitive settings. I could easily play this in ultra wide on low here. Now it's probably gonna fall flat once we get to ultra, but as you saw, even on a laptop 1080p, it failed kind of miserably at ultra. So ultra on this game is probably just not a good idea, no matter what resolution you're on this particular laptop, or probably anything for that matter while you're playing this game. Just doesn't seem like one of those games where ultra is worth it. Except for screenshots and the like. Okay, that should be about good. Why don't we just move on to the next graphics setting?
Now we're on medium settings, so let's look over them real quick. Benchmark. Now taking a look at our medium benchmark, we got 95, minimum of 80, and a max of 109, and that's what our CPU did. GPU is useless on this. And then there's our system. Gameplay. Now for some medium gameplay. So let's just cruise right around in this forest real quick. Alright. What kind of mayhem can we bring here? We can definitely do that. This guy's got a cigar. Go cruise over here, shoot this water next to the sawmill. in the sawmill. Alright, let us move on to camera then.
Medium. Camera recorded gameplay now. Go up here and blow up this barrel real quick, just because it's fun to blow stuff up. Let's see here. Go off into the forest a little bit here. See how that affects frame rate. Oh, there's some sign up there. It's probably some sign saying if you go past this, that's it. You can't go past here. You're out of bounds, because I see a little yellow line over here. Oh, nope. You can't even get to the fence before it yells at you to return to the mission area. But alright. Let's move on to the next graphic settings anyway.
Now for high graphics settings. Taking a quick look. So with that, it's time for benchmark. So, high benchmark preset. We averaged 90. Minimum of 76 and a max of 104 with a CPU. With that, that's useless. System's the same. So, let's get into the gameplay, shall we? Now we're going to do some high screen recorded gameplay, 1440p. Well, ultra-wide 1440p, I should be more specific. Looks like a bunch of manure. Let's run off this way a little. Alright then, let's move on to camera.
So now we're on high graphics settings for ultra wide camera recorded gameplay here. There's some kind of recon. Wonder what would happen if I were to activate that. Or what does it do anyway? What do you do? How do I activate you? F you. Alright, well, I have no idea how to activate that, so I guess I'm not going to find out what that does. So, back to seeing how the game runs. Alright, now it's online. Alright. I guess you capture recon towers for points. Alright, good to know if I ever do play this game. But it's time to move on, so we shall.
Now for very high graphic settings. And there we go. So, benchmark it is. Benchmark for very high is now We got 78 FPS, 62 minimum, 92 max. That's what the CPU did. Again, the GPU's useless. There's our system. Gameplay. Now, very high. It's recorded ultra-wide gameplay. Which seems to be on all the different settings, a really good balance of FPS and graphics quality. Ultra always seems to just tank everything. And it looks good, but not that much higher, better than very high. Like, you really gotta look, and you don't got time to do that in a game like this. You're too busy trying not to get shot in the face and shoot other people in the face, so. Right. Damn Windows. Alright, let's move on to some camera.
Well, now it's time for a little very high graphics setting. Camera recorded now. So let's just run around here. See what kind of FPS we get. Alright, I think I've exploded all the barrels there are to explode. Haha, I did not. I lied. Alright, is that all of them? I can't remember where those are. Because in most games, explosions get the most frame drops and all that. Well, now I know what that does, but since we're just fooling around, seeing how the game runs, we don't need to actually do that. Oh wait, no. Even more. Well, alright. Time to go on to the next graphics setting.
So we've arrived at ultra settings finally. So let's just look over them real fast here. Alright, now we go on to benchmark. Right on. So here's what we got on ultra settings. We got 54 for average, minimum of 46, and a max of 62. That's what our CPU did. Again, that's useless. And there's our system. So now we can get into the gameplay. Now we're going to do ultra screen recorded, ultra wide gameplay. It's not like anyone's actually there, just figured I'd pretend to be a sniper for a second, just for fun, really. This guy would blend in the forest real good. Alright, let's hop over this fence right here. And let's climb some logs. Why not? Alright, let's move on.
Finally, ultra settings, camera recorded. Ultra wide. So let's just go around and blow up the rest of these things again. We'll just climb the logs. I guess I can't hit it from here. Let's just cruise on up here then. There's that one. Then if I remember correctly, there's some behind a porta potty. Ooh, I missed it. There we go. Didn't miss that time. And there we go. And I'd say that's pretty much good enough. So now let's just wrap this video up, shall we? Well, that's a wrap for Ultra Wide. I'd say it did absolutely great on all the settings up until Ultra. Again, Ultra got a little iffy. I didn't really like playing on Ultra. It did look really nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't really like when it drops below 60 or hovers right around 60 anymore. I've gotten way too used to high frame rates, but then I keep telling myself some people might be used to freaking 30 FPS integrated graphic, and getting like nearly 60 in this game would be amazing to them, you know? So how am I supposed to know? So that's why I do these videos, so you can see. But anyway, guys, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until the next one, peace out, guys.